From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. On this episode, Indiana University is investing big in microelectronics. Our industry focus meets the visionary, bringing new life to the city through a multimillion-dollar redevelopment. And our success story features a restaurant truly rising from the ashes.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com.
Time on Business, Equity, and Opportunities to talk about accessing capital. Manufacturing semiconductors and other forms of tiny tech in America is a priority both out in Washington, D.C. and in Bloomington, Indiana. In what is one of the largest commitments made by a college or university to high-tech industry and national defense, Indiana University pledges to invest at least $111 million in the coming years to advance IU's national leadership in microelectronics and nanotechnology. Russell Mumper is IU's Vice President for Research.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. Access to capital.
It is a great time, an exciting time at Indiana University with research. Indiana University just launched its IU 2030 strategic plan, and Pillar 2 is about transformative research and creativity. So IU just made an announcement. I think it's an amazing announcement, a commitment to our partnership with NSWC Crane to support multiple technology-based industries that is great for the state of Indiana, great for our faculty and our students, involving a partnership with Crane that obviously has defense-related ramifications, but also Crane works with and collaborates with hundreds of companies. So it's an opportunity for Indiana University to partner with those companies and involve students in those partnerships. So it is a monumental commitment, $111 million over 5 years, multiple components of that commitment. I will say that it was strategic for the university because each of the areas that we've committed are core to what we do in our academic mission and our research mission, but they're linked to IU 2030 strategic plan to have strong external partnerships. And obviously, NSWC Crane is a strong partner. We've had a long partnership with Crane, but this was taking it to the next level. Another strong commitment was to work with the multiple industries and businesses that partner with Crane to increase our relationships with industry for the betterment of the state and for our students. The Luddy School is a great case study of how a contemporary young school, and it is relatively young, is doing things that they are doing basic research, but they're doing really impactful, what we call applied research, that really has a shorter time to impact, whether it's the marketplace or defense applications. And we're really taking advantage of the timeliness and the importance of the Luddy School. Certainly with our major announcement with Crane, Luddy School, many schools are involved, but Luddy School is obviously the leading school in that partnership. Obviously what the university has, it's one of its 3 tripartite missions is research. We try to align our research mission, what we do in research, to what we call high-demand contemporary academic degree programs that are aligned with that research. So therefore, if the research you're doing is relevant to partners like Crane and companies, your academic programs is preparing the next generation workforce for those companies. And as it relates to those external engagements, and particularly economic development, or how we translate research to economic development, there's really 3 components. It's starting companies, it's partnering with companies to do really interesting research and development partnerships, and it's helping our local and state partners recruit talent to the state. And what they all have in common is they need new, ready workforce. And we are a university with over 90,000 students. A large percentage of them are doing things in technology and STEM. And so as we do this research, as we engage with our partners, we're not only providing great opportunities for our students to learn, but they then become the next generation workforce for that economic activity that we're helping to foster. We are really trying to up our game in developing long-lasting, sustainable, mutually beneficial partnerships with industry. And so we really have opened the door, rolled out the carpet to companies from various industries that want to work with the university, develop a long-term partnership that's mutually beneficial, to do things that are of interest, to introduce them to our students, to work on those projects within those partnerships and become their future employees. And I think that would be of great interest to companies because they get two benefits. One is they get access to world-class faculty and staff that could help them solve problems, but then also their future workforce. I think what really excites me is I've been on board now for 5 months. It really paralleled with the launch of the IU 2030 strategic plan, which reimagined the role of the university. Obviously, we're going to continue with our tripartite mission of academic research and service, but there's really an emphasis in business partnership in translating our innovations to commercialization through these partnerships. That really interests me. I see a university that annually we produce about $800 million of externally sponsored awards and projects, but we really have a lot of potential to translate that through patents, through business partnerships, for producing a ready workforce to help an industry to produce the talent and help that talent stay in the state of Indiana.
Time for our industry focus. Today, the focus is on the Lafayette Square Mall neighborhood. 50 years ago, it was the first of the mega malls, if you will, to open in suburban Indianapolis. But in recent years, it has fallen on hard times, mirroring the fate of the wider West 38th Street corridor. A development company called Soho's Capital has plans to revitalize the entire area with a major and heartfelt overhaul.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. Industry Focus.
My company is Soho's Capital. We are a capital allocation company. Basically, I start investing in real estate. I did really well in real estate, and now I invest in businesses also. Actually, this is the neighborhood where I start my investment career. My first residential property was in this neighborhood. I came to Indiana around 20 years ago. My first job was a busboy in Don Pablo's in the north side. And I started to buy residential, and I started to buy here. After I had enough residential, I started to buy commercial. And from there, I keep going. That's basically is the first neighborhood that I start to invest. And actually, just before the pandemic, I was ready to start to expand to another state. A lot of owners that for a long time didn't want to sell their properties for some reason. That time they want to do it. And that's why my career kind of changed, because from being this investor that is buying a single property, fixing the property, leasing it, and go to the next one, I acquired most of the properties in the neighborhood. And that's when the whole idea changed, because now I was like in a small mayor of this part of town where I need to check that the neighborhood does well, because my assets are here, and as well that the neighborhood does, it will affect all my properties. If I have a problem, I take it, and I try to run with it, and I try to fix it, and I have to put everybody together beside me to be sure that my team help to fix it. I'm no match of a person that looks the markets that match, and I do that, but that's not obsessively. That's why for me it was really interesting when I was redeveloping the whole thing and see that the emotional connection that is with this neighborhood, not only with the neighborhood, with the city, with the state, with everybody. From the governor to the mayor to the guy that is fixing the pipes. They talk with you for an hour before you start. Oh, I used to go there. That was the first time that I received the Christmas present. That was the first time that my uncle took me to this place. Pretty much everybody that I talk to has an emotional connection to this, and even if it was something that I wasn't expecting, it's really refreshing because now I'm like, oh, there is more than that, and actually. That's a big part of what I changed the vision of the redevelopment, and that cost me millions of dollars. But I thought that was the right thing to do. And as you guys will see when I come back to the media to show the new master plan and what we're doing, we're embracing the legacy of Lafayette, and especially because that's something that I've been learning through the process. There is a misperception sometimes, and it's normal because it's what it is, because the biggest asset in the neighborhood is the mall. That's why the misperception is that this is gonna be a brand new mall that people will like it or not. The reality, that's the smallest piece of the whole thing, because the reality is, I always try to explain the vision as 3 circles, starting for the first circle that is the mall. The mall itself, what is built in the mall, is around 20 acres. 10 of those are anchors. And that's why anchors are going to be redeveloped. The anchors are not coming back anymore. My initial idea, and still is the idea, that the mall itself is going to be a neighborhood where the anchors are going to be apartment complexes, boutique hotels, corporate offices, etc. And the halls are going to be cool streets for people to be able to hang up in wintertime, that the winters are long here, and some path to do stuff in the summertime. People. You understand, at the end is we are social creatures, and have the challenges, be confronted with your team, and see your team grows, and see the impact of people on their faces, people hugging you, people thank you for what you're doing, even my kids looking at what we're accomplishing. You understand? At the end, is the best thing is what you can do for the people.
Kountry Kitchen soul food place opened in 1988, serving Southern dishes in Indianapolis, grew to be a local staple with a national reputation, a must-visit stop for celebrity diners, including former President Barack Obama. But a fire gutted Kountry Kitchen in 2020, and the pandemic complicated the recovery, forcing owners Isaac and Cynthia Wilson to move to temporary digs and curbside service. Now, at long last, Kountry Kitchen is back home again, opening a new facility at the original address.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. Success Story.
1, 2, 3.
It is a profound day where an institution for 30 years that has meant so much to this community is back. And the tragic fire that they endured, and then the onset of the global pandemic, it's really nothing short of amazing that Isaac and Miss Cynthia have survived remotely, but now they're back at their place of origin, bigger and better than ever before, and it's a great day for Indianapolis.
The fire was devastating, and prior to the fire, we were pretty much going on about our daily routine. Although not many people knew, we wanted to remodel and have an event center. And then when the fire came, we just thought all our dreams were shattered, because I think they told me it was a 13 or 16 alarm fire. And when you have something that devastating, it just really overcomes you. And Isaac and myself we contemplated not even coming back. But with the support that we had from the community prior to the fire, and with much prayer and conversation and staying into our true selves, we knew we had to come back. The community has been awesome. So now that we are back in business the way we were, we have a dining facility, we still have our carry-out, we still have delivery, and now we have an event center. So it's just been a blessing that we could come back in the way that we did.
It's a collective effort made by not only the public sector, but private sector people stepping forward to provide the type of resources for a small business like the Country Kitchen Soul Food is that we are prioritizing not just small businesses, but particularly minority-owned, women-owned, veteran-owned, disabled-owned small businesses of every shape and size. That's an important priority that this administration has maintained, and we want to keep that going.
And I would say to other businesses, when you have the community support, they're coming in every day, they're supporting you, they're buying your product, because without the customer, you wouldn't be there. So it's very important for all of us in business to realize without the customer, we wouldn't be here. And so therefore, that's why I think it's important, even if it's not much, do something. Give back in some kind of way, because it just makes good business sense. And as you can see, with us in our Christmas giveaway, the community came back and helped us too.
It's the love of the people, you know what I'm saying? And we have compassionate love for people, period, you know what I'm saying? And so by them doing what they do every day, for the last 30 years, it just overwhelmed my heart to just do something for the people that's fortunate than we are.
In order to stay afloat, we have to put our best foot forward in order to serve the people, supply the people, so the people can continue to come. And so our most immediate need would be to open up and have people come in so we can start getting a return on our investment. As Isaac said, we feel the love all the time, through the good, through the bad, through it all. Without each other, we wouldn't have made it, and without the help and love of the community, we wouldn't have made it.
I would encourage you to go out to see some of the celebrities and the dignitaries that have dined here at the Country Kitchen. And I must thank Miss Cynthia and Ike for including me in the mural. Now, I don't know whether you know Alan, but he's a great guy. He's a wonderful, wonderful friend and a great guy. But this should be here, and that should be here.
Absolutely.
But, it's just, it's a collection of the people who have dined here. President Obama, when he wasn't president, but he was Senator Obama. And then, of course, the Carsons.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunity Show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at beoshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.